Welcome to Plus Roby, where we feature everything about Shopify Plus, trusted by merchants all over the world. Joining us on the line today on Plus Roby is Tara Ronell, CEO of Snap Retail. Snap Retail is a unique email and social media app that every one of my clients has been asking for. But before we get into that, let me introduce Tara. Hi, Tara.
Hi, Roby. How are you today?
I'm just fine, and I just want to quickly tell people how I found you. About a month ago, Shopify had a huge event called Unite in San Francisco, and there were more than 800 people from all over the world at this event. And there's no way I could talk to everybody. You do what you can. So there was this food line. It was lunchtime, and everybody was in this food line waiting to get all this great food. And I figured, well, let me start seeing who I can talk to in the food line, and Tara was one of these people. Now, there were some amazing things introduced at Unite, but I must tell you, Tara's app was something that I'm just so thrilled to find out about because, as I mentioned, all of my clients want to know how are we going to do newsletters and social media. And Tara's app, Snap Retail, does it in a very unique way that's totally integrated with Shopify. Okay, Tara, now I'm turning it over to you to tell us all about your great app, and I see the calendar on the screen.
Great. Well, thanks for having me. I will admit, watching you go through that food line, I learned a few things in terms of how you make the most of your time to meet some very neat people. I appreciate the time to give us to show our app and our solution. We have always been in the business of providing, all of the tools that a small or independent merchant needs to be able to compete, and we're very excited with our Shopify integration. What we do is we combine, as you mentioned, email and social media, and we also do have a website offering if a merchant is just getting up and running that's connected to Shopify. But all of those pieces are the cornerstone of which is this calendar that you're looking at. And this is a way to plan out your entire month or a couple of months of marketing to make sure that your messaging is consistent between email and social media and your website content, and you're using the same branding and the same imagery and language. Now, what you're looking at is the month from April, and of course this is a fully planned out month. Everything is color coded, so you have green things are your emails that are going out. Your blue is Facebook and Twitter. Red is an integration, your Pinterest boards, and you can schedule either pins to an existing board or pins to a new board. That's a new feature we just launched this year. Yellow are events that you may be having for your business, either in-store or online. And purple are changes to your website content. And you can, toggle between, you can turn some of these off if you just want to see your emails. But this, again, gives you at a glance. You can share this with your staff. You can remind yourself what's going out when, and gives you that bird's eye view of your business.
So you can, of course, do this all yourself if you want to, but you certainly can have a team of social media people who are doing this, and you as the overall person can take a look and see what's going on, what are they doing here.
Exactly. You can kind of delegate the various pieces, and as the business owner, you can approve and make changes. Everything's drag and drop, which I'll show you in a little bit. So speaking of that, we're moving into May. Now, ideally, of course, we'd be wanting to plan out June already, but just for the sake of this demo, we're looking at a blank month. And this is always the challenge of where do I begin? And so what we've done is over on the left side, we put some suggestions for the month to get you started, social posts, and then we do have some emails down here. And if you can see, they're all related to May. So Cinco de Mayo, you can it's a pre-written post, and to get it scheduled, you just drag and drop. This one just happens to be, asking your customers what they like to make on Cinco de Mayo. You can schedule Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest together or separately. All of our ideas are written in a manner that you can customize anything if you wanted to, tweak the wording. And they're also length appropriate. Sometimes Twitter has more restrictive length, so if it's a longer post, we'll make sure that the Twitter one is correct. And with 2 clicks, you've just gotten your first thing scheduled. There are things in here for Memorial Day. So if you wanted to take our idea for Memorial Day, and you can, if you want to add imagery, we provide this very rich library of images. And I'm going to show it to you now, but this is available throughout the system. So regardless of whether you're doing Facebook or Pinterest or email or your website, all of these images are at your disposal. So first of all, we have thousands of stock images that are included for you, and you can search by type of image. You can search by season, holidays, different things. So holidays, let's pull up, let's just say Memorial Day. And then you can also do a keyword search if you wanted to view something on top of that. This is free. Again, we take care of the extended licensing, so you don't have to worry about any of that cost. You also have an area where, of course, you can upload your own. This can be done through, we have 2 different mobile apps that you can take a picture if you have a store or if you have product, and it puts it in your Snap Retail account. You can also use a bookmarklet up here. You just drag it up to your bookmark, and any website you are on that you have permission to use an image, you can just press this button and it puts it right into your account. Yeah, we try to make it super, super easy. Imagery is probably one of the biggest challenges. We pull in any Instagram images that you might be doing. Why make you post Instagram and then have to upload it? It's right at your fingertips, any images that you've shared out through Instagram. Of course, here's your Shopify tab. So once you connect your account through the sign-up process in the App Store, all of your customer information, so their emails, any searches you may have set up, but all of your product information, including the imagery, is pulled in immediately. So you don't have to worry about grabbing your image out of your Shopify store to show in your email and social media. It's all right here. And then we also have an integration with Pinterest. So anything that you might be sharing out to Pinterest, all your boards and pins are here. And then finally, of course, you can upload your own from your computer. So we make this library, again, available throughout. Once you get used to it, it's very, very powerful to kind of cross-pollinate and make your marketing very unified across the channels. So for the sake of demo, I'm going to move on. So we've gotten a couple posts started. You can also go to any date on the calendar and set up your own social post. If you want to write your own, you can create a Facebook album. If you wanted more of a flip book of products, you can start an email. You can schedule your Pinterest posts, and then, of course, you can edit your homepage from your website. And then finally, you can set up a store event. And what's nice about this, if you have a Snap Retail, our customers use this for 2 purposes. Internal management of their businesses. They might be getting a shipment, or someone might be on taking a vacation, or if they are using our website, they can have the event show on their website, and you can add imagery to it. And if it's an event that you want to collect, if you want a head count, say you're serving some sort of food, or if you need to have a head count, you can collect RSVP information. And then once you could do some targeting if you're going to promote this on Facebook to measure conversion. But once you put that on your calendar, then that will just automatically show on your website. So if I won't take too much, but it shows up here.
This is on your mini website that you offer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is our offering. Now, all of this calendar is drag and drop. So if you wanted to bump Cinco de Mayo up the day before, just to remind people, I just moved it from the 5th to the 4th. If you want to take something off, you could just drag it off. We try to make it really user-friendly and easy to manage.
And what you hinted in this calendar is something that really makes this app totally unique, and that's the way it's integrated completely with Shopify. I'm excited to have you start showing our visitors here how that all works.
Yeah, I've only just alluded to it. So let me take you into the email portion. And this is where you see our rich library of, right now there's 700 email templates, all professionally designed, professionally written. And so you can kind of scroll through by season or holiday. You can do a keyword search. And then once you find one that you like, you can kind of preview it to make sure it's what you're looking for. Then you can go into our editor. And this is where some of the magic starts to come into play with regard to the Shopify integration. So on the left-hand side are our content widgets, and if you've used any email tools, you can add text, you can add images, and do all kind of sort of advanced editing with your images. But something that's really unique is our product widgets. And you just grab it from the left side and bring it in. You notice everything is drag and drop. And when you click on the details, all of your collections from your Shopify account appear. It's all instantly synced back and forth. And once you drill into a collection, you have all of your product information instantly populated. So if you notice, the picture comes in, the price, the description, you can edit, of course, anything. With our text editor, you can kind of see as I'm doing it, if you wanted to either add or modify things just to tweak it for email. Sometimes you want to shorten things. It's all fully editable, but we've just saved you a ton of steps by putting everything in here.
That's for sure, and it just looks terrific, and it
Yep.
works.
And what's really exciting is this buy button is automatically, it's smart to know when your customer gets this email and they click on it, they're taken right to the page to buy it. So it really grabs that kind of impulse buy and that conversion to buy straight from the email. So a couple of other things specific to merchants, if you wanted to highlight to put a coupon or an offer, this is good for if you wanted to kind of be segmented with your customers. Maybe if you set up a search in your Shopify account to give you a group of people who have spent more than a certain dollar amount in the past 3 months, you could send them a targeted kind of special. You don't want to blast everybody the same general, especially if it is some sort of discounts. If you use a POS system and if you have a store, you can put a trackable, scannable coupon barcode that you can scan into your POS system and really measure that conversion. You can also set an expiration date if you would like. And again, everything's editable. You can change the colors, the text. But I'm going to, for the sake of demo, kind of move on. Where that becomes what I just did is really important with your marketing is, as I mentioned, you don't want to just give everybody a coupon, especially if it's a good one. You want to make sure to do it targeted. So I think I mentioned all of your email addresses are in here, but your searches that you set up in Shopify automatically come in here and are continuously updated. So say you wanted to send this as a bounce back to people who purchased in April, you can select that group, just that group here. And Shopify has that information, tells us who those customers are, and then they get that targeted message. We can also do things like personalization. So if if they check out and put, obviously, their first name and or if you collect their birthday, you can do a lot of customization as well in the targeted email. So this is the last step in the process. You want to name your subject and set the time that you want to schedule it. We're going to put this out a little bit, and I think morning is better engagement. And then if you also want to do a complimentary social media campaign with your email, what we do is make it, again, really easy. These are all the images that were in your email that we just created. So if you wanted to highlight that particular blouse, it's right there. You can, of course, go up to any of these if you wanted to do something different. But this is a way of more kind of cross-pollinating between the channels. And the next step is to, I'm actually going to make sure there's someone in that list. I'm going to finish, and now you see it on the calendar. Again, oh, I made a mistake. I really wanted it to go out the next week. Okay, we just updated it.
What could be easier? This is amazing. You said this is the magic, and it certainly is.
Well, I'm glad to hear you think so. We like I said, we've been working with retailers for 6 years now, and just love the segment and love the buy local movement, and especially going now into e-commerce and online. Just love the space. Okay, so the other area I wanted to show, we did say we were email and social media, and just like our email library, we have almost 2,800 written social posts for you. And the intent isn't to be your complete marketing plan, but it gives you a good start, and then you can fill in the blanks with some of your more personal things. You can search again by seasonality. It's the same, if you notice, same hierarchy as you find in email, so you can find things a little more easily. Your holidays, they're going to be here, and we're always continuously updating this and creating fresh new templates as well. It's definitely a rich library that's continuously added to. So in this case, let's pick something from, well, we didn't do, did we do Memorial Day?
Memorial Day.
I don't know if we did Memorial Day or not, but and we take in, some of them have images already. This is a suggestion. You don't have to take it. You can alter it as much as you like. Maybe you want to do 15%, or maybe you just want to stop by and maybe you just you don't want to take a discount necessarily. And the next step is your scheduling here. So we're going to put it out closer to Memorial Day. I think Facebook has better engagement in the morning as well. And you've now scheduled another post. We did Memorial Day, so we can just take it off. The best way for any existing Shopify store to connect their Snap Retail account is to go into the App Store, search for Snap Retail, and when you click on that button, it will automatically take you through the process of setting up your Snap Retail account. It's a one-time, very simple, and it just basically allows the two accounts to talk to each other, so that when a new customer might buy on your Shopify account, and if they opt in to receive your marketing, their email address automatically shows up. And likewise, all those searches, those groups show up, and then your product information continuously syncs. So it's a very, very simple way of getting the two to work together.
And there's one more feature that I'm sure you want to talk about. That is the consultation service that you have.
Exactly. With every, we have 3 levels of subscription, and with every Smarter and Charter level subscriptions, you get a dedicated marketing guru, and it's very different, I think, than a lot of other companies. We're going to meet you where you are in your marketing acumen. If you're just getting started, we're going to take you through how to set up a Facebook page, and if you're new to Pinterest, we're going to show you how it all works. And you can schedule time, you can bounce ideas. And then on top of that, we do a lot of education that's just included. So we have Wednesday webinars where we're always picking a new topic for our subscribers to attend. We have a lot of on-demand content. We have downloadables. And so we're always trying to really teach and train and help, because at the end of the day, of course, our customers are the ones that know their businesses best, and they should be the ones who are empowered to be able to do this. So we count it a privilege to help and to teach and to instruct and kind of work side by side with all of our subscribers.
You really know what you're doing because you've been doing this for a long time.
Thanks. Yeah, we have a lot of people who, they've been working with retailers for quite some time. They've worked in retail, and we count it a privilege, but also our job to stay up on things so that we can. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of overwhelming. What should we small businesses can't do everything, and so we try to help them really put their time into what's going to matter most. Email is still, even among millennials, there was a study just out today that email is still the most preferred communication channel. It's still effective. Everyone keeps saying it's going to die, and it's not. It's one of the most effective way of reaching and converting, and especially with that buy button, you're grabbing people right when they see that new product or sale or whatever it is you might be promoting.
Yes, that is really special, being able to do the targeted email down to any kind of search criteria that you want. I mean, what could be better?
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for this webinar, and we're also going to do a podcast for those of you who like podcasts. That's Tara Ronell, CEO of Snap Retail. Happy to have you aboard.
Thank you very much for having me.
Join us next time for Plus Roby, where we feature everything about Shopify Plus, including behind the scenes at Shopify Plus, app demos, and interviews with Shopify key players, podcasts, webinars, and much more. Please share, like, tweet, retweet, and, well, you get my drift. I'm Roby Gorin. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you at plusroby.com.